common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's. It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
Ready.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Clinton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a first down throw, Watson. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, it's Walker, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there, as that one was knocked away.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Man open, here is Jones. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They run the counter. St. Clair, and he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From just shy of midfield, Watson caught by Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 38-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Watson off play action. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. To the right side, this is Walker. Evades him at the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off of play action, it's Watson. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Watson. Flush to his right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Running left is Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here's Lance.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And the momentum just continuing to build and build for Walker. Hitting the ball is out.
And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
They'll run on first down. Clinton. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from the 20. And the Niners have taken the lead. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown, CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Trying the left side with Walker. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Watson now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Now a give, right side. St. Clair, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Faking the give, now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's all over. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. St. Clair. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, it's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The Lance going to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing his Lance on third down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Lance looking to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Clinton.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Ready up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll try the left side. Clinton. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On 3rd down, Clinton. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Let's go. 22 meter. Cut.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Ready.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Back to throw, Watson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down there on a pickup of 25.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it. And
all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote the word Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off, and the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he goes out right around the 39. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down now, St. Clair. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front. pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found their way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And Walker has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
3rd and 2, Watson. Throw out wide to Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Seahawks continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Lance now on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. On first down, Lance. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Right, 97.
Lance looks to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Right, 60. 6, mega.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, and don't fumble the football.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Watson. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Watson. Touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Clinton. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. This time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Shot, 17.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got Thompson here, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Lance now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
The throw over the middle taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And some room to work. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Joe Tryon, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Watch out now. 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clinton. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.